Everyone, I am here today to talk about how I store my letters that I cut out of magazines and junk mail and all this kind of stuff. This took me a long time to figure out, and I thought I would just share it with you, see if it helps. Quick organization video. I found these at American Science and Surplus. I'm going to look online and see if there's a link to them. I went to the physical store and they've had them all 3 times that I've been there, at the store in Wisconsin and Milwaukee. I'm not sure if they carry them everywhere, but you may find another source, garage sales, estate sales, something like that. These are 10 cents each at American Science and Surplus, which I thought was a steal because no one knows what to do with them. These, if you know, are old holders for 3.5-inch computer discs, and I used to have some floating around. Now I won't be able to find it. And you could probably fit about 2 in here, and then you could take them with you and your discs would be safe, blah blah blah. Clearly we don't need these anymore. The funny thing is, when I think of how little data fit on this disc, everyone's smartphone cameras create such big files that there's no way that you could even get a single picture on what we used to put on one of these discs. Computers have come a long way since I was younger. So initially I was at American Science and Surplus and I saw these and I thought, okay, I can use these for something. They're 10 cents each. And I only bought 20, which killed me when I realized that I wanted to use them to organize my letters. And of course there's 26 letters of the alphabet and I only had 20. So I improvised. When I labeled them, I just took a piece of cardstock and I wrote the letter, and then I put a piece of clear tape on top. Nothing really special. I didn't want to just use a regular label because I thought over time it might peel off. Nothing fancy there. But what I ended up doing was figuring out which letters I wouldn't have as many of, like J and K. K is probably more popular than J. P and Q. It really killed me to not put Q and U together, but then it wouldn't be in alphabetical order. And I wanted it to be in alphabetical order because otherwise it would drive me crazy if I had to look for a U and I went to look for U after the T and I had to go back to the Q. Long story short, I did it this way. Now I have to go back and relabel because I went back and they had a ton left, so I purchased extras. This way I have enough for all the letters of the alphabet to have their own. I also purchased one for numbers 0 through 9, and then I ended up with 3 extras, and I thought maybe punctuation or some speech bubbles or something that goes along with text that I might want to keep. Thought I'm not gonna be short, but I did think, okay, punctuation, you know, end of sentence punctuation, period, exclamation mark, question mark, and then this could be quotation marks, etc., etc. However you want to do it, this was my system. And what is really wonderful about this is they're large enough, because sometimes what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to put a sticker on the front so that I know which way to open it, because one side is deeper and the other side is more shallow, and you want to make sure that you open it so the letters are in the deep side. This way I can have itty bitty letters, or I can have huge O letters, and this one got curled because it was sitting in my basket here. But they'll fit really large letters. So each one has its own little home. What I typically do is after I find a magazine and start chopping up letters, I'll sort them out on my table, and then I don't have to keep opening the cases over and over again. So my pile of D's, find my D, put my D's in my case. Voila. Not rocket science, but it has saved me a ton of frustration and time trying to figure out. I like to do different letters in my journaling by fives or my art journal or my regular writing journal. Do those little ransom note type deals. That's about it. That's all I've got. Oh, one more thing. I put them all in. This is one of those photo storage boxes that you can get at any kind of craft store, or I think even maybe places like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or something would have them. You can label them. But the disc containers fit perfectly. They're the right height so that you put the lid on, it'll be nice and safe, and they fit beautifully in there. And then they're all together, nice and organized on the shelf. When I need letters, I pull it off, and there you go. I hope this tip was helpful for you. I love answering comments, so leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you. I will look on the American Science and Surplus website and see if they have them online. I will put a link there. But otherwise, like I said, sometimes the physical stores, if you have one of those near you, they have them. And maybe even, I found a whole bunch of these at an estate sale, and I didn't buy them because I already had these, but things like that, people are getting rid of them because they don't have a need for those discs anymore. Hope this was helpful. Have a fantastic day. Bye.